1 year.
Baby. Morning's here again. So let's do this, sugar. And no cream. Wake up slow, take that first sip. Shizzy's got 'em slipping, losing their grip. His moves so smooth to start your day. What you gonna do? Oh, you know the way. You know Papa don't flinch, don't blink. Ooh, baby, he's sharper than you think. Morning Whiz, take it in. Shizzy's got a whole new spin. Fools keep falling, truth's on fire. Papa Nut just lit the pyre. Oh no, they tried to come for him. Look at those fools looking so dim. They poke, they scratch, they beg, they plead. But I'm right here, waiting for my daddy to lead. Pour it black, shake off the night. Shizzy's teasing, get me going just right. Morning Whiz, start the show. Sip it slow, let it flow. Fools are crying, game's been set. Ooh, baby, they ain't seen nothing yet. Now that's a morning sugar. Coffee's hot and burning. And Shizzy Daddy, oh, he's just getting started. Come on, Daddy, get me some of that something.
Oh my God, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry. He took it to the Velcro shoe.
Good morning. How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day, or at least getting it started. Good to see you guys. Man, oh man, Hesme 4J, how you doing? As you come by Rumble, watch Shizzy hitting the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Over on the Rumble side, we got Ball Python King. What's up, brother? Hey, Andrea, good to see you. Polymopicus, good morning, everyone. Good day, Aussie, Tina, Denise Melanoff, good to see ya. Ella from Oz, I'm getting all my Oz friends in here. Melissa Jane, look at that lady right there. How you doing, love? Good to see you. Oh my. Jojo, Stratlovin, how you doing? Fall Storm Super Tits. Yeah, I have Super Tits available. If you want to see them, you know what to do. Good to see you guys. Good morning, Sunflower Sandra. Oh my. More and more filings just every single day. I'm needling. I'm not needling. I'm whittling away at them, as you know. It can be about the best that I can hope to do at this point. And I was going through and I was making sure that I had all of the redactions in there, which it looks like I do. We'll just hope that everything worked out really good. Oh my gosh, you guys missed some really, really fun music last night. You just have no idea. And of course, the idiot showed up last night and was stream sniping me. And we're talking about J-Hip. Little bastard. Oh, good morning, MJ. Melissa Jane showing some love with the $2.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Melissa Jane. You know, you're always appreciated. Yeah, good evening from New Zealand. We got Australians, New Zealanders, and of course Volstorm. Some seem like a coincidence here. You're sure you're in Tennessee? Or they may be in Tennessee. That'd be creepy. Stacy, get some sleep. Yeah, get some sleep, Stacy. How you doing, Stacy? Nat, how you doing? Going into lurking, need sleep. We always need a little bit of sleep. Sometimes. Oh my gosh. I mean, the amount of insanity that I was looking through on all of this stuff, it is so crazy. But yeah, I did have some music that I didn't show last night because I ran out of time. And then of course, you know, it was found that we lost Rosilla's realm on the 6th. She reached out and his mother, I believe, reached out and let people know that Rosilla is he passed. I believe what people were saying, it was his kidneys failed. So, you know, prayers out to his family, because, you know, that's bad. And, you know, you got JK Films was working with him, and they were in really close communication. So, you know, it affects a lot of people that, you know, appreciated Rosilla, which, you know, there's, you know, it's unfortunate. Good morning, Baxter. How you doing? So tonight, I will be going over some more of the texts, but I have fixed the problem. They're not going to be big green bubbles anymore. So I've fixed it. It's going to look so much better, and I'm not going to be scrolling through, you know, 300 pages just to get to a few texts. But oh my gosh, yeah, rest in peace, Rosilla Realm. Yeah, condolences to his family and friends. But yeah, so tonight we will be doing a little bit more of the Shrilla to Killa text, and it's going to look a hell of a lot better than it did. Oh my gosh, I was having such a hard time reading those last night. It was just like, good Lord, this is just the insanity of the way those things look. It's like you get 2 texts per page, and it's just like, all right, where am I? And then you have to go back and forth. Fixed all that. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So we'll be getting into some of that a little bit later on. But I did have some music. So if you haven't heard the new stuff, oh my, it is so good. And what I should do is probably, you know, put them in the order that they were written, because, well, you know, it seems like the flea is screwing up because she's mass flagging my stuff. She's getting very upset. I don't know why. I don't know why she gets so upset. I mean, but, you know, apparently she's very, 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 very upset. And I don't understand, you know, what she's bitching about, I guess, is the best way to put it. I mean, I could understand if there was something that was there that was not, you know, was giving out privacy or something like that. But what she's trying to do is say, oh, there's privacy issues that he's doing. And I'm like, okay, I've looked at it, and there's no privacy issues. What are you on about, you crazy psychos? I was like, okay, well, there's nothing there. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if I had something I could like point to, but there's nothing there to point to. It's like, what the hell? I'm just like, you crazy person. Like, you're getting all upset over anything that's not there. Make it make sense, I guess. It would be the way to do it. but it doesn't make any sense. That's the problem. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, you know, I don't have the other one, the Peen Factor up here, but I do have this one. I do have this one right here, which I think is completely suitable, that it will work. It'll work that, you know, the Shizzy Dumb Nuts, because you got to have the Shizzy Dumb Nuts if you're going to be dumb. So enjoy a little bit of music. It's, you know, the first one is called Shizzywhiznut, you know, and, you know, we got to have this, my vid today. First time you saw Tori. Oh, I mean, isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? Yeah. And they're just losing their mind over a My Little Pony doll that's this big. It's this big. I probably wouldn't have even noticed something like that on my car. Ran it over. Who knows? Can't hide on the YouTube. Can't hide on the YouTube. No, you can't. But here we go. Let's get the first one. Shizzywhiznut. Oh yeah.
Right, and he goes, who is that like that? Shizzywhiznut. He goes, a Shizzywhiznut. I said, yeah, he goes, oh my God, he is a god, oh God, oh God, Shizzy is a god. To Shizzy tonight, the guy, I think this guy's obsessed. He literally like his AI images in my garage with a Luke mobile, the AI with my logo on the wall, my shelling unit, all the stuff he ready to sell. He doesn't get sucked out for, but what you don't realize is they'll shut you down for AI as well. He has my words from my show and songs, and changed my voice to a male's voice. I mean, they really worked hard to avoid me getting them in trouble
Thanks,
for it,
Joe.
but still it doesn't work, because all I have to do is send them a link to my words, and boom, adios.
Boom,
Anyway,
adios,
I hear
huh?
him talking, he's like, oh my God. I mean, the guy sounded like he was having an orgasm, for Christ's sake, cause then he was gonna have a heart attack. I don't even freaking know, but wow, you're getting off that much on me. He said I was his muse. I was like, well, guess what? This is orchestrated harassment, and I have a feeling that every one of those channels are gonna get found
This
for
is
it,
so
because they're all
butthurt.
getting reported for privacy issues.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Terry Bear.
Watch this guy, Gabe comes in. Right, and he goes, who is that like that? Shizzywhiznut. He goes, the Shizzywhiznut. I said, yeah, he goes, oh my God, he is a god, oh God, oh God, Shizzy is a god.
Oh yeah, Teresa, that's the best way to start it.
He's watching him laugh. I said, look, he sounds like he's having an orgasm, because the guy looks like a dork. He goes, why is his guitars on the walls like that way? He's so upset. Why isn't he playing those guitars? Why is he so obsessed with you? I'm like, you got me, dude, but they seem to think that I'm lying about every little thing that they're speaking. They're just mocking and making fun, and then so Susie also last night had said that Megan's gonna go hitting me hard today, right? So what does she do today? If you guys weren't watching the show or didn't see it,
What did she do?
she has Molly from Keto Brains
Good
on.
morning,
You know
Cubby
damn
Cat.
well the only thing Megan cares about as far as having this woman
I
on is
had
that she
my
can say the word sponsor, and
favorites.
Molly's
Yeah,
not gonna say
good
anything
to
about
see
it.
you,
She
lady.
says she is. Right, and he goes, who is that like that? Shizzywhiznut. He goes, the Shizzywhiznut. I said, yeah, he goes, oh my God, he is a god, oh God, oh God, Shizzy is a god. Her sponsor, well,
Oh
Molly
yeah,
may not know.
Sponsor.
We don't know if she knows or not is the harassment that's going on between Megan and T-Ugg, and what they're doing and what they've been
T-Ugg.
doing all along. Now she's been notified of it, but has she seen it and watched all these shows? We don't know.
Oh no,
And that's fine, she's been given formal notice about it, that's fine. So Megan has her on to clearly agree or not stop her from saying the word sponsor, and has her discuss, everything about, keto brains, and so she's trying to use that as some kind of thing about me because I said it's not a sponsor. She signed up for an affiliate membership. That's what they signed up for. That's the paperwork. That's what if Molly wants to call her a sponsor or whatever, it's an affiliate membership. That's what it is. That's the paperwork that was signed up for. That's where the giveaway is coming. Right, and he goes, who is that like that? Shizzywhiznut. He goes, a Shizzywhiznut. I said, yeah, he goes, oh my God, he is a god, oh God, Shizzy is a god. From the whole 9 years, she wants to say she's sponsoring her, that's fine, but when it comes down to what she signed and what their codes are for, it's an affiliate membership affiliate, a program, and either way, when all is said and done and the criminal investigation comes out and the lawsuits come out, keto brains could find themselves a party to it because they're sponsoring the word sponsor. They're sponsoring that type of conduct on YouTube, and it's not just going after me, by the way, it's going after everyone Megan's gone after, so, and it would only be from the time keto brains has been on her channel or where she signed up for this program, so it wouldn't be like possibly Michelle wouldn't be able to go after keto brains because she hasn't really said too much, but if she
oh, I lost it.
From the whole 9 years, she wants to say she's sponsoring her, that's fine, but when it comes down to what she signed and what their codes are for, it's an affiliate membership affiliate.
It's back.
Programming either way, when all is said and done and the criminal investigation comes out and the
One show, French Psycho.
Keto brains could find themselves
a party to nothing.
Sponsoring the word sponsor.
You're sponsoring the word sponsor.
Sponsoring the type
Sleep,
of
Dan,
conduct on
Stacy.
YouTube.
Get some rest.
And it's not just going after me, by the way, it's going
Oh, thank you, French Psycho.
after everyone Megan's gone after, so. And it would only be from the time keto. Brains has been on a channel where she signed up for this program, so it wouldn't be like
Oh, yes.
possibly Michelle wouldn't be able to go after keto brains because she hasn't really said too much, but if she does go, then yeah.
Hey, Colleen.
And he goes, who is that like that? Shizzywhiznut. He goes, a Shizzywhiznut. I said, yeah, he goes, oh my God, he is a god, oh God, Shizzy is a god.
And we'll get to the other ones a little bit later, but let's get to some court documents. Oh yeah, let's get to those lovely court documents because they're so glorious. Oh, the humor of these is going to make you lose it. If you haven't seen these, oh my gosh. If you haven't seen these, you're going to love all of this. So, looks like she went on a filing spree here. Notice of exhibits in support of motion for sanctions against Randall Jacquet Escuela and request to refer conduct to Florida bar. What? So she sends out a letter, placing him on notice to to the harassment and defamation of his clients against defendant Lips in an attempt to harass, intimidate Lips through their YouTube channels. Harass through YouTube channels. That seems really odd. Okay. And then advised him as direct his clients to cease harassment and intimidation against defendant Lips. Defendant Lips. Okay. And advising him to cease any unethical practices. Advising him. Who's him? Defendant. Why? Okay. Advising him to direct his clients to cease harassment, intimidation against the defendant. Advising him. Okay. Advising him to cease any unethical practices, including his past unethical conduct of directly contacting Lips when she was represented by counsel in an attempt to get her to waive attorney-client privilege. Exhibit B. Exhibit C is online harassment, intimidation, post video against the Lips on plaintiff Jeremy Hale's YouTube channel. He's aware of it. Never advised his client to cease. Furthermore, continue to represent his client without knowledge they have harassed, intimidated. Continue to do so. D. Oh my gosh. D. E. Online harassment, more harassment, online harassment, intimidation. They're allowed to talk about the case. Randy hasn't talked about the case, so yeah, they can. You know what's really odd here? She hasn't cited any legal statute that would say that he has to stop, or people have to stop talking about a case on the internet. And then she says she certifies it. Pruse say. Notice there's no escuela on there, huh? And then, Anna. Weird. She'd be using a totally different name. Hello, Mr. Shockyard. You, as an attorney, have the duty to advise your client accordingly. Accordingly to what? Who knows? This is on May 31st. What? Your client, Jeremy Hale, went live on YouTube, where he proceeded to falsely state the discovery requests I filed were done under my husband's ePortal account. It is clear my filings were done under my account, as evidenced under filer. Lips. Yeah, but you're an idiot. Where? You filed things under him, but you used the link to him, and very confusing. You're well aware anyone can have an ePortal account, and you're aware that my recent discoveries requests came directly from my ePortal accounts. Please advise your client to take down any content that is falsely depicting me. Falsely depicting you. He's not an attorney. If he gets it wrong, he gets it wrong. He's likely to have his opinion. Probably, let's see if there was anything. Probably not. He was just like, I don't think she could do that, but I'm not an attorney. You're placed on notice as of today. Should you continue to endorse this type of conduct with knowledge of what your client is doing, I will contact the Florida bar, advise them of your recent 10 meritless filings. That sounds like you're threatening on a case that's not it doesn't even matter. To this case, not even was there 10 meritless filings in this case? No. Pretty sure there wasn't. Was there 10 meritless filings in some other case that were dismissed with prejudice? Really? I haven't seen any cases that were meritless that were 10 meritless filings. 10 meritless filings. I'm trying to figure what that is. Advise them and provide them with email correspondence that you were attempted to coordinate a deposition with me. Ridiculous. Knowing I was represented by counsel while never communicating with my attorneys. Attempted to coordinate a deposition with me, knowing, okay, let's see the proof of this. I mean, there may be some proof. Thank you, Leslie Federico. Okay. Let's see what it is. Michael F. Okay, it looks like Michael F. to Lana. Lana, like a llama, got a banana. And let's see, that's coming from Michael to Lana Anna Banana. And forwarded message. Okay, so send a forwarded message. Subject request deposition from, okay. Mr. Shuckett, please read below as evidence of you reaching out to me directly, knowing I was represented by counsel. See email thread attached. My husband is also willing to provide an affidavit as well as myself, considering you have already been reprimanded by the bar for this type of conduct. It'd be likely the bar would be interested in learning of this. I will ask you again to advise all your clients to stop publishing defamatory content on YouTube channels about me. Stop it. Okay. I will ask you, stop it. Additionally, your clients refer to you often in what you discuss with them during their live streams. I have no doubt you're well aware of their extrajudicial conduct against parties they are suing. Extrajudicial conduct? I don't think they're doing anything extrajudicially. But what do I know? I'm an idiot. So you understand, I have transcripts of everything. Everything. Will provide notice of everything to you, placing a duty on you to ensure you're not endorsing this type of litigation conduct. Should you not confirm receipt, I will file my emails to you in the court docket for the judge to see. I'm going to tap on you. And request the court to report you to the bar for allowing this type of conduct from your clients with awareness. I'm tattling. I'm going to stomp my little feet and hold my breath. So angry. I'm requesting for you to advise your clients not to make a mockery of our court system. Online, harass parties to which they are sued against to attempt to intimidate litigants like me, my little self, and I, to fear anything I do will be publicized and depicted falsely on social media forums. We're allowed to comment on your stupidity. Fucking moron. Oh, I will once again request for you to advise Mr. Hales take down my content from this live stream tonight. Referring to me as engaging in illegal activity by filing discovery under my ePortal account. This is not debatable. Please govern yourself accordingly. Lips. Well, looks like that was just a forwarded message from Michael F. Because she has no brain. If I only had a brain. Now, let's see, that's from Michael. It says, Mr. Shuckett, my client, Lips is not waiving privileges attached to this email. Lips copied you, and I will be attending the deposition. Will be representing her. Please contact me with the dates she agreed to Zoom specifically. Right, Michael? Okay, so he did contact her. He said, Dear Ms. Federigos, I am writing to confirm your voluntary waiver of attorney-client privilege for the, okay, so he's asking for a voluntary waiver of attorney-client privilege for the limited purpose of accepting the subpoena to appear as a witness in a separate legal matter. Separate legal matter. So a completely separate legal matter. And he's requesting that if she has an attorney, she's welcome to say, hey, I have an attorney. Here you go. And respond in such and say, I have an attorney. You can talk with them. And it looks like it was the 8th Judicial Circuit in and of Fort Levy County, Florida, which was, oh my gosh. It was the thumbnail case. And all he's asking is, if you respond to this, then you've clearly and voluntarily waived attorney-client privilege solely for the purpose of accepting a subpoena, solely for accepting the purpose of a subpoena and testifying as a witness in this case. The waiver is also limited in scope and does not extend to the claims against you in another case. So it has nothing to do with another case. Okay. This waiver is limited on that scope where you are a represented defendant. So he knows that she's represented. I don't see anything wrong with that. During your deposition, you will not be required to answer any questions regarding the claims against you in this case here. Okay. You will only be asked to testify regarding the acts of other non-parties involving the plaintiffs in this case. You'll only be asked to testify regarding the acts of other non-parties involved in this other case who are represented by Randy. Under Florida law, this limited waiver allows you to testify without your counsel present, though you retain the right to have your counsel present if you wish. Please reply to confirm your understanding agreement with these terms. And then they lose their mind. Says she's not waiving privilege attached to this email. That's pretty straightforward. Says, okay, so he's not even angry. He's just saying, no, she's not waiving any privileges. Leslie copied you that I'll be attending the deposition, will be representing her. Please contact me with the dates as she agreed to this Zoom specifically. Okay, so she agreed to be there at the hearing. Isn't that interesting? So she agreed to be at the thumbnail case hearing, at that deposition as a witness. Imagine that. So this just shows that she was going to be at a deposition. I don't think this makes her look as good as she thinks. It makes her look like she's lying and causing problems for litigation. Really weird, huh? Really, really weird that she would do that. She would freak out like this. Oh my gosh. Oh. Melanin. Oh, damn lips. More coins for Shizzy. I'm so nasty. Hey, Malin. Good morning. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Faves, do you ever get rest? I hope you do get some rest, Faves. And just who is making mockery of the justice system? That's rich coming from her. Exactly, JK. That is exactly right. Like mockery. Does Shizzy ever need to go to a face gym? No, his face gym keeps reading Shizzy, you F rule. Thank you. Oh, shaved his face to go on holiday and come back at the same short bearded guy. Yeah, it's weird how that works. Trying to trip people up for doxing. I know that people over here aren't going to put it up, but I would love it if the bots flag her. Well, I mean, I don't think they will. Grounds. Check back. Grounds. That's awesome. Okay, so it seems pretty straightforward. Just a regular email. You know, nothing there. Oh, Exhibit C. Yeah, about her terrorizing people. Yeah, okay. And he says, Jerry Springer would love this crazy real-life story with a pole dancing minister, a toothless, non-paying rent flea that sits all night in a vibrating chair, felons, disbarred lawyers, a mom that died that didn't die, inflated lips, wig-wearing, mentally unhealthy chemistry teacher. Yeah, probably would have. You know, notice they covered it out because they didn't want the image shown. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Lip gloss for whiners. Got the blue tape. I love it. Got the blue tape. That's awesome. But basically what they're saying is these are the things that we're going to file. Well, they didn't disappoint because, well, you don't have to delete any of it just because someone says, I don't like what you say. Comes now the lips, a permanently retired, you know, she always says this wrong. She keeps saying retired. It's permanently retired Florida attorney, pro se, pursuant to the attorney rules of conduct, Randy. Oh, damn it, Randy Escuela. Shame on you. Violation of rules 4-8.4, 434, and 4.3.6 from May 2025 until present. He's been aware of his clients, Jeremy Hales, Martha Risk, Megan Melissa Fox, and Matthew Lewis. Published content on their YouTube channels in front of an audience of over 100,000 people. Oh my God. Continuously defaming, harassing, intimidating the lips. And Michael, right, Michael? Additionally, plaintiff Megan Melissa Fox reached out and started communication with Lips' estranged family. Well, actually, you got that wrong. If I remember this correctly, I'm pretty positive that they reached out to her. And they gave a lot of information about Lips's behavior. 5150 was a fine year. And then she published on her YouTube channel with an audience of over 75,000 with the intent to harass, humiliate, expose. Really interesting that it was there to expose the fuckery of the kind of person that she is. Really interesting. She's allowed to do this. With an audience of over 75,000. Was it 100,000? Was it 75,000? Damn, 75,000? Megan. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that Megan has 75,000 people watching one video. I need to know her secrets. Probably need to figure out her secrets for her wonderful looking, hair. Only someone this stupid could write this. With the intent to harass and humiliate. Despite Randall Shuckett Escuela having awareness this extrajudicial conduct was occurring by his clients against the defendant in this case. Well, Randall Shuckett Escuela never advised his clients to cease intimidating Lips, Federica's, and Michael during litigation in this instant case, nor did he remove himself as counsel. You didn't quit them. How dare you not quit them? I can't quit you, baby. Now, during 2025, Randall represented Jeremy and George in several cases against individuals across the U.S. During these cases, all across the U.S., it was spattered out there like, a shot in the dark. Oh, now this was during these cases, just the plaintiffs reported falsely about the statuses of these cases on their YouTube channels. And no, they didn't. They didn't falsely say anything about the status of the cases. Falsely about the status of the cases would mean that they lied about what was going on in the case, which means that they didn't read the court documents like we're doing here and seeing that there was certain things going on. Oh my God. Audience of 100,000 people. Oh, so now it's 100,000 people. Is this combined or just at one time? During these live streams, these awful YouTubers made a mockery of the court system. We're allowed to. I would pretty much say 110% as a citizen of the United States, I'm allowed to mock the court system day in, day out. Yeah, pretty sure. While taking measures to harass and intimidate voluminous defendants in these cases. Well, see, then you would have to have proof that that they were actually harassing them. Exposing people, if you feel harassed, that is on you. If you're feeling harassed, doesn't mean that you are harassed. Harassment has a very specific term, and that doesn't fall in it. And she never says what Rule 4.31, any of these violations are. I mean, I guess I should look. Maybe that would be the way to do this. why don't we give a look and actually see what this big violation could be? That's what I think I should do. I think I should look and see what these violations are that she's complaining about. So let's find out. Let's find out. Let's see. Florida rule. Give me a second. I have to multitask on this, which is really weird for me because I'm an idiot. 4-3.1. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, these are just rules of professional conduct. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Subject to subdivision C and D, a lawyer shall abide by a client's decision concerning the objectives of representation. Lawyer may take such action on behalf of the client as implied, authorized, carry out representation. They'll abide by a client's decision whether to settle a matter in a criminal case. Okay, so right here it says a lawyer shall take action on behalf of the client as implied, authorized to carry out representation. They'll abide by a client's decision whether to settle a matter. In a criminal case, they'll abide by the client's decision after consultation with the lawyer as a plea to be entered, waive jury trial whether client will testify. So this is, okay, I don't, this is for criminal. Okay. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, which that's why it makes no sense. Because I'm looking at this, I'm like, it makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, and it's pretty straightforward. This is for criminal. Really odd. Share screen. Let me pull this up. Window. Let's look because okay. So it says a lawyer shall abide by client's decision whether to settle a matter in a criminal case. The lawyer shall abide by client's decision after consultation. Doesn't say anything about this being civil. Okay. Allocation of authority. Let's see. Independent from client's views or activities. Okay. Agreements limiting scope of representation. But this is for criminal. Okay. Regardless of circumstances, lawyer providing okay. With the litigant and owes the client all attendant ethical obligations. All right. See, okay, an agreement concerning the scope of representation, criminal fraudulent prohibited transactions. Okay. Client's course of action already begun. A lawyer's responsibility is especially delicate. Avoid assisting the client, for example, by drafting or delivering documents the lawyer knows are fraudulent or by suggesting how the wrongdoing might be concealed. Yeah, that's for criminal. Okay. I'm looking here. I don't see anything. Diligence, represent a client. All right. This is all for criminal. Like you would have to show that there's something criminal. Communication, comment. Okay. I'm looking. I'm not seeing anything here. 3.1. Let's scroll down to 3.1 because maybe there's something here. Let's see, 3.1. I don't see. Let's see, 3.1. Maybe I'm missing something here. I'm looking here. There's got to be something. Contingent fees. No. 1.5. These are all fees and costs. Why is it giving me that? Okay, I'm confused now. Rule 4, 3.1. Okay, let me go back because I must have missed something. Let's see. All right, rules regulating the Florida bar. Maybe there's something out. Oh, okay. I see. This makes more sense. This makes much more sense. Here we go. This right here. There we go. We'll watch this one. Good job, John. No sound? Ah, there's no sound. Got it. Got it. That makes sense. No sound. What in the hell is going on? No sound. Hold on. Let me stop the screen share. Share screen. Now we'll get you some sound. Thank you. Also share audio. This will help. This will help. I hope. All right. Yeah, there's might have to do one extra step. We'll see. We'll see. Let me know if there's sound.
Defend a proceeding or assert or controvert an issue therein.
You got sound now? Okay. I'll wait for a couple of seconds. These are so the rules of professional conduct are meritorious claims and contentions. Excellent. So here we go.
The rule verbatim: a lawyer shall not bring or defend a proceeding or assert or controvert an issue therein, unless there is a basis in law and fact for doing so that is not frivolous, which includes a good.
Okay, there you go. So it has nothing to do with what she's saying it does. Interesting, huh? Okay, well, that's good to know. Let's get back to the document at hand, because apparently she's wrong, just straight up wrong. Oh God! All right. So 3.1, he represented Jeremy in this particular case against 11 defendants. Okay. The court dismissed 9 of these cases. No, they're not cases. They're counts. They dismissed those counts. They dismissed those people against 9 defendants with prejudice for failure to state a claim, but could not dismiss the last 2 defendants due to a stay resulting from the defendants filing bankruptcy and with an issue with service with the other defendant. Okay. So there was nothing there. This is what happens in court cases. I mean, you can't get sanctioned for this. What an idiot. Just because it's dismissed for failure to state a claim doesn't mean that they did anything wrong. She's not a lawyer anymore and probably never will be. Okay. 10 cases over the last 9 months. No, they're not cases. They're counts. Okay. All right. So she's citing more stuff. Attempted to contact. Okay. 4.42. So attempted to contact the Lips directly while she was represented by counsel, requesting her deposition, waive attorney-client privileges. Well, if you read what it said, we went over this. All it was is saying, hey, this is something that you can waive attorney-client privileges if you want to, but you are absolutely able to, have counsel present, because you don't have to have counsel for this. So he did nothing wrong that I can see. I mean, I would think that, him reaching out to her because she agreed to, do a deposition. It's like she can waive attorney-client privilege, or she doesn't have to. You're still welcome to have an attorney. And Michael said she's going to be represented by me, so there's no need. Okay, so we move on. Did she ever show up at that deposition? No, never did. Past unethical conduct or bar discipline. Okay. In 1998, he was denied becoming an attorney in the state of Arkansas. But since then, he's been practicing in Georgia, in Florida for what, 26 years now? Probably going on 27. I'm no stalker, so I wouldn't know things like that. They're always appreciative that I didn't get all Oh, I thought you were talking about all nudity. I was like, favorites. Showing us nudies now? Man. Oh, okay. So whatever. The court should exercise its inherent authority to refer Randy to the Florida bar for investigation of his unethical conduct. They really must be scared of Randy. Did you notice that? They must really be scared of Randy. Because if they're going this hard at Randy, he must be pretty damn effective. That seems what it looks like to me. That the trial court's inherent power to address attorney misconduct in the trial. Like, doing this, I think, is absolutely improper in court cases. If they were doing something in this case that was illegal or unethical, their client could probably refer, but opposing party, it seems really odd to me that opposing party would do that. Like, I could understand if he was currently under investigation by the bar, and sort of like Lips was currently under sanctions to say, hey, you might want to look at this. You may lose his license, but there's none of that going on. The power is rooted in court's fundamental, blah, blah, blah. The breadth of his misconduct is not limited to a single lapse in judgment. It's a pattern. Okay. So far, she's just talking about how many people are following Jeremy. Yeah, saying that she went to contact her estranged family. No, they contacted her. That's her job. That's her job to do that. To report on things. So you're saying, no, you can't reach out to anybody that's not associated with this case whatsoever. Attorney of Faith does not stand by while his clients weaponize litigation in this matter. You mean get information about how fucking crazy you are? Violations don't end there. He himself crossed a bright ethical line. He directly, no, he didn't do anything wrong. So she's basically trying to bring this up again. Says 4.3, which prohibits an attorney from bringing or continuing proceedings that lack merit. So she wants to bring in. He didn't continue it after the judge came in and said, yeah, we're not continuing on with this. So he said, okay. He didn't try to continue arguing the case. He moved on against dozens of defendants. Dozens. How's it dozens? I thought it was just a few small insignificant losers that they dropped the case against. So Boca Berg, instrument precise, warned again, must be, no, you didn't do anything wrong. This is what happens in court. What it makes more compelling is the context of Shockett's history. Prior to being admitted to the Florida bar, he was denied admission in 1998. Involving medical billing fraud, notability for a lack of remorse. You don't have to show remorse if your office does something wrong. He was also admitted in Florida, only be reprimanded for the same category of misconduct. Oh, this I got to see. Direct communication with the represented party, and that he has now repeated in this very case. Okay, the court is not being asked to make credibility determination, impose punishment. It's being asked to do what courts have always the power to do, refer an attorney, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Refer Randy to the Florida bar for further investigation, all the remedies necessary and just under statute. And she files it under pro se using Michael's email address. That's weird. She has her own email address. Why is she using his? Okay. Maybe there's something else here that's worthwhile looking at, but so far I haven't seen anything that's worthwhile. It's pretty lame crap right here. Oh, cover letter submitting proposed order granting motion to withdraw his counsel. Oh, well, that came rolling in really fast on June 1st. There was a cover letter submitting proposed order in this case on the 1st. Enclosed the court's consideration entry, please find the proposed order granting motion to withdraw his counsel. Defendant Lips has consented to the withdrawal of Michael as her counsel in the above captioned matter. The proposed order has been prepared in accordance with the applicable rules of the Florida Rules of Civil Procedure, the local rules of the 9th Judicial Circuit. The order provides for the proper notation of the defendant's contact information for all future correspondence and notices and advises the defendant of a right to retain new counsel. They request court review and enter the enclosed proposed order at the court's earliest convenience. Respectfully submitted, Michael. Right, Michael? Okay. And then she puts in a motion to withdraw, says Lips, represented by Michael, hereby consents to the withdrawal of him. So he withdrew. Okay. Following information, the motion has been withdrawn. He says it was filed with the court and set forth accordingly. Right, Michael? But she signed it, Michael. Oh, okay. There was the one that he sent it. And then of course, there's her little consent. Why does she put down Escuela retired? Jay is a moron? We know Jay's a moron. Jay was so proud of his sniping yesterday. He should be. He paid dearly though. Will no longer represent me in any capacity regarding any and all matters previously handled by him on my behalf. Okay. I acknowledge that I have been informed of my right to seek alternative counsel and that I'm responsible for securing new representation should I choose to do so. And she also acknowledges that she's received all relevant documents and information from Michael necessary for the continuation or conclusion of my legal matters. The consent is given freely, voluntarily, without coercion or undue influence. And then it was certified that it went to all parties. Okay. Straightforward. Seems pretty straight. Then, of course, there was a certificate of service. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. She does a formal notice. Okay. Formal notice. Via emailed and filed from Lips. Okay. This constitutes a formal written notice that your client, Jeremy, has continued to engage a pattern of harassing, intimidating, misleading conduct directed at opposing litigants through public social media live streams. Okay. So what has he done wrong here? Like I don't see any rule that's been broken. Okay. So you can attach all the exhibits you want to, but right here, I don't see any, okay. The Florida bar for investigation potential violations, but there's no violations. She filed 17, which are null. Actually, there's something that'll be interesting. You'll see. We'll get to that. You're hereby placed on notice. This letter will be filed with the court as evidence in support of forthcoming motion requesting about the Florida bar, the conducted issue. Okay, the conduct. He's been publicly tagged and identified in recent live stream broadcasts, which are harassing, intimidating, factually misleading statements regarding because he doesn't have to be factual. He can say whatever he wants. It's called freedom of fucking speech. Not just freedom of speech, freedom of fucking speech. 1,000 individuals, 1,000 audience exceeding 1,000 individuals. Okay. This conduct has occurred in the context of a YouTube channel with which your client has documented a history of collaboration, specifically in connection with Jeremy Hales and his associated YouTube channel online platform. So Jeremy is specifically in connection with Jeremy Hales. Okay. What makes this matter particularly serious is that you, Randy Shuckett Escuela, appear in voluminous video thumbnails. In the thumbnails, yeah, it's called reporting. Okay. And content on this very same channel. Content in which you discuss. No. I'm pretty sure Randy hasn't been on. I'm trying to think of what YouTube channel I've seen Randy on. Amazing. None. It's weird, isn't it? I haven't seen him on. I mean, can you guys name one channel that he's been on? No. All right. This is not incidental. Your repeated and visible participation in content on this platform alongside in connection with your client raises the unavoidable inference that you're aware of, condoning, effectively endorse. Oh, so she's trying to say that Randy being on a thumbnail has never been on any live streams talking about any of these cases. But yet he's broken some sort of rule. That's really odd. Don't you think that's really odd? I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I'm not seeing anything wrong with this. at all. I mean, can you guys point this out for me? Because I'm having a hard time trying to see what exactly it is that he's doing wrong. I just don't see anything. I mean, there might be something there. There might be, but I'm just not seeing it. Not seeing it at all. Crazy. But I think, you know what I think we need? Let's see. It is 7:04. I think we need more music. That's what we need. We need more music to make this morning happy. Using the math I've been given, Faves, well, it's hard to. You can only handle so much math. But like I said, I was going to continue playing some music, but you've got to be happy for the Peen Factory. So let's get this set up, and we will give you another damn song. See, we got the Peen Factory there. 2 peens in a pod, just spitting out watermelons and loofahs and cucumbers and all kinds of crap. That makes them really, really angry. Why does it make them so angry? I don't understand. But as they said, they don't use shit. Oh my gosh. You're going to love this next song. Yeah. I hope you're ready for this. And oh God, so good.
I don't have a bunch of stuff on Megan.
Don't have a bunch of stuff on Megan?
I don't use her transcripts.
What? Does it?
I don't use her live streams. I don't use shit. I don't sit here harassing her on a daily basis.
Every day for the past year.
I may have shown an image of something here or there, but no, tell her to point them out. Tell her to point them out. Let's see how long it takes her to find them. But yeah, let's see. Megan has stalked me and come after me.
Good morning, Alan.
It's not the other way around. It is not the other way, and guys, if you've been watching this whole time, you'll know that they sit there and try to say that I do what they do, and no, I don't. I mean, she's Fox. Not, of course, she's Foxnut, but this was right. It's about how it did. They didn't see Hello Price's celebration. No, I didn't, Marla. She sent me a season. This is for what? I don't sit here harassing her on a daily basis. She can try and call it harassment. I'm debunking her lies. It's not harassment. She's the one that is harassing me. She's the one that has taken my videos and used it and showed it to 25,000 people. That I don't have a bunch of stuff on Megan. I don't use her transcripts. I don't use her live streams. I don't use shit. I don't sit here harassing her on a daily basis. You know how is it? Let me ask you this, guys. So you're on the members only, right? So you pay a monthly fee to be in this live right now, right? So do you think it's fair that she gets to take this video and show it to all of her people on her platform over on Rumble? Because that's what she chooses to do it, knowing that YouTube shut her down for it. But do you think it's fair that all 25,000 views or viewers of her channel get to see my, members only video that you guys pay a $5 a month for? Do you think that's fair? No, of course not. And that's what she did, so she's being sued for it. That's exactly what she did. And she didn't just do that one, she's actually done it a couple times. And Tug's also done it as well. You can't take transcripts from, and I didn't know that part, but it's true. You cannot take transcripts. I don't have a bunch of stuff on Megan. I don't use her transcripts. I don't use her live streams. I don't use shit. I don't sit here harassing her on a daily basis. From line of paywall and air that either. So oopsie, but yeah. So this is why I say I got her dead to right. She did it. She cannot deny it. Rumble even took it down. Okay, so it's not there, but she
they never took anything down.
25 point, I think 6,000 views on it. So that's 6,000 views. They should have paid $5 each. But check this out. When that live took place, that live was behind a $5 a month membership, right? Within 16 hours. It wasn't even up 24 hours. I moved it to the 500 membership because I saw somebody join as a member that I knew was a troll. Was it okay? Said you're gonna play like that, and that's how I found out. I can't remove people who buy membership. I can do nothing. control of the membership. So that's why I moved it to the 500 membership. 6 days later, she aired it. So technically, I may have a bunch of stuff on Megan. I don't use her transcripts.
But she does.
I don't use her live streams. I don't
Yes, she
use
does.
shit. I don't sit here harassing her on a daily basis. The people who watch those 25,000 people who viewed her channel.
Yeah, so she admits it wasn't behind a paywall.
$500 to see it at
Weird,
that time.
huh, Bonnie?
Does that blow your mind? Blew mine. So it's published. It is copyrighted. It's legally
No,
copyrighted.
it's not.
And, so Megan has no way of getting out of this. It's not anti-slap at all. She did what she did. It's proven. I have a recording of it. I have it on Rumble. They can even subpoena Rumble's, platform. I have heard not only airing it, but mocking it because it may be at the same time. So I don't think the judge is gonna like that. So that's what's happening. That's what's going on. And we know we got, I won. So you don't have to in here right now. Taking notes. Writing this all down. Make sure you get it right now. Don't you know? Don't bum out your peeps by you. No telling the truth or anything. I don't have a bunch of stuff on Megan.
How to say something in an opposite 2 minutes later.
I don't use her live
I know.
streams. I don't use shit. I don't sit here harassing her on a daily basis.
But she does. She does sit there and harass her on a daily basis. Her and Tug and Jeremy and, whoever else she can, dig up information on. It's really odd that, she's saying that she's got getting my channel struck and admitted that that's what she's intentionally doing, that she's false flagging my channel. It's really weird. Don't you guys find that a little odd that she would admit to false flagging my channel? Yeah. That's that I wonder how that's all gonna work out for her. Yeah, because she's not filing copyright claims, which she could try filing a copyright claim on anything, but why wouldn't she file a copyright claim? Why she won't file a copyright claim? Because you can fight a copyright claim. Privacy thing, it's subjective. Like, are you actually giving out personal information? And the AIs can look at it and go, yeah, look, I don't know. This is what they say. Well, so far from YouTube legal, no less than 3 have already come back and said, yeah, we didn't find anything on there that was improper. Well, Starzy, it's not missing. It's sagging. Sagging like everything else. 7 millimeters to be exact. Which of course is, we'll talk about it some other time. This morning I just can't, because I'll start laughing too hard, and to go through it all it's a lot. It's a lot to go through, trust me, because you just like the mental hoops that you have to jump through. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. The mental hoops that you have to jump through just to get to what she attempts to say. What she attempts to say is awful. I mean, it is so bad. Like once I started looking at it, I was like, oh, okay. So she is an idiot. Like there's no denying the amount of stupidity that she comes through. But I think we got another song. Yeah, another song. And for this one, I'm going to go and grab myself a cup of coffee. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. I'm gonna hide myself. Get my fine blonde streak happening here, and I'm gonna go grab myself some coffee while you guys enjoy the next song. You're going to like this one. It's called "But I Know a Lot of Children."
Well, she's got folders saved up my thumbnail, and she showed it well. I got it all. And like even the other night, it was yesterday, actually, she was on TOG because I went there 2 different times because I wanted to download. I was waiting for it to end, so I caught her on there talking. But I know a lot of children, but I know a lot of children, but I was being sued for $4 million with Tug, and I also put Shizzy. So when she was talking to Tug, she was going over the system. She's like, when did I do that? When did I do that? I didn't do that. I'm like, are you joking me right now? The woman was denying every little thing I pointed out in the season, the set, and she clearly has done every bit of it. And then when Jeannie does that, yes, Jeannie's going after her and Sarah. Yeah, they'll be lucky if they even get to see some assistance. But yeah, her family's lawyer is already on it, and she also has lawyers in her family. So these people are not, bright. They're really not bright. Oh, why didn't you sue? Why didn't you? She's got no money to sue, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing, guys, there's a strategy to this. I was being sued for $4 million, and you know what? If nobody thinks that's a serious thing, that's a serious thing, because you never know what the judge is going to do. But I know a lot of children, but I know that a lot of children, but I was being sued for $4 million, right? Especially in a case like what Jeremy's was. You have no idea. We had no idea what this judge was gonna do. Okay, no clue, but he based his entire lawsuit on me on my channel like it was Lisa Weeks conspiracy. I'm not Lisa Weeks. Y'all need to get over that. I'm not Lisa Weeks. That's not my name. But they took it all and pointed at me and used me to create the conspiracy, which was completely false. He was saying it was Bruce all the time. Bruce is the one that hit me up, but there was no conspiracy. He was just like, all he said was, do you want to hear the other side of the truth? I said, yes, why? And I told everybody I did not like Hales, but I want both sides of the story. I've said that all along. I wanted the true story, but the more I found out, the more I felt bad for the family. I had to do something. I had to do something for this little girl, especially when it came to Christmas. But I know a lot of children. I know a lot of children. But I was being sued for $4 million. There's just no way that was gonna get, go by me and, nothing to be taken care of without absolutely not there. I was not letting that go by. I always had a beautiful Christmas, and I can't see anybody seeking out to hurt one little girl and ixnay her from celebrating Christmas. Whether she celebrated it or
Good
not,
morning,
home with her
Stacy.
parents every year didn't matter. To take anything away from a child like that on purpose, that wasn't fine with me. My mother always made sure I had a beautiful Christmas, me and my siblings, and I could never knowingly allow that to happen to somebody else. And I know it happens to a lot of other children, and on purpose, though I don't know, hearing it being done on purpose was really what got me. But I know a lot of children.
Yeah, she said she had a wonderful Christmas, but she couldn't let that happen to other children.
I was being sued for $4 million. But I know that a lot of children are missing. miss out on
Good
Christmas
morning,
every
Philly
year.
Road Tech.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
But just knowing that I had to do something and you all did too, and I can't be any more thankful for you guys. Believing in what I was doing and helping me and helping them, and you all did an amazing job. You said that you were gonna give her a beautiful Christmas.
Hello,
All
Cynthia.
jumped in and wanting to do it too. Yeah, it was amazing what we did. It was beautiful, it was so good. You should have seen how cute she was that day. She was so cute. A little Christmas outfit, and like we're all standing around. And when she came, it was like Harley. You know it was. She got all shy, like what is happening? It was funny. She had no idea, guys, no idea. But she didn't see any of the decorations going on. She just knew that there were a lot of people around for you know, a couple weekends or something. But I know a lot of children. But I know a lot of children. But I was being sued for $4 million.
I figured something out. And if you guys weren't here last night, I did figure something out. Really interesting. That Fleesa has lied to her chat. Like pretty solid lie. Give me a second while I clear my throat. Quite a bit. And if you're wondering what I mean, she says it pretty straightforward. The reason Michelle didn't want the toilets, you know, the $100 toilets, $100 a piece, 2 toilets. Good morning, Stinky Poo. Good morning. Imagine they get something that they didn't want. Well, what was it that drove her crazy? Was it the fact that, you know, the plumbing was excellent there, and you know you could use these toilets? No. It was the bucket full of shit that was on the property. You know, the one that she said didn't exist. It was all nice smelling, fresh, clean little place to be. Imagine if you were a child and you had the option of a bucket or a diaper. Which one would you choose? Well, we know which one that the flea would choose.
Because I need a bucket full of shit. Bucket full of shit. Because I need a bucket full of shit.
I've also spoke to this Mr. White guy. Okay, so all the information, there was a little bit of misinformation going on there for that whole time, but it's all right. It's all taken care of now, and you know, whatever I don't know what's going to happen at this point, but facts are facts. And they're exactly what I've said. I was repeated information from both Levy County that I was told a year ago. So, but people need to understand.
That's what we're starting with the barn. I was adamant about getting the toilets because of the damn bucket full of shit. So I made sure there were toilets because I need a bucket full of shit. Bucket full of shit.
And then when it comes to the barn, I was doing the framing. That's what was starting with the barn. You needed the lumber to do the frame. I also got toilets for the property too. But you know, hey, whatever. I was adamant about getting the toilets because of the damn bucket full shit. So I made sure there were toilets. But that was the next step that had to be done. The framing had to be done before the electric and the plumbing could be completed. So that's where it was at. But I was gonna go in and we were just gonna do the frame. Then no, you have to have a permit. Well, apparently not, but now apparently so it was a whole big
That's what we're starting with the barn. I was adamant about getting the toilets because of the damn bucket full of shit. So I made sure there were toilets because I need a bucket full of shit. bucket full of shit.
Either way, it's on hold because there was no permit allowing work to be done according to peoples. And if you ask me the frame, you should have been done. It should have been done. People do it all the time. Either way, it wasn't my holdup. That's all I know. So the money we sent was supposed to help them build the barn, not pay for it and do everything needed. Apparently, a parcel fence proves Lisa doesn't complete anything. First of all, they weren't getting a whole
26
fence
months.
to go around their entire property. They have woods. They don't need an entire property. The fence was meant to cover the front of the property so that people like Hales could not look in, film in, you know, whatever. Take pictures and invade their privacy.
That's what we're starting with the barn. I was adamant about getting the toilets because of the damn bucket full of shit. So I made sure there were toilets because I need a bucket full of shit. Bucket full of shit.
It was to cover the front part of the property. That is it, trust me. If the fence was to cover the whole property, it would have been a lot more money. And it wasn't. They got that fence up to 20,000 right now. They're absolutely out of their mind. No one ever said the fence was 20,000 because it didn't even cost 10,000. These people are so foolish. They just keep making up shit as they go. Something like Shizzy, who's watching a video of the fence being put up, saying that there was no cement used. Hello, you're watching a video of cement being put in the post. I mean, they will deny everything. Just like Lori Jones saying that he didn't lift up the birds out of the nest. They're watching the freaking videos. My God.
That's what we're starting with the barn. I was adamant about getting the toilets because of the damn bucket full of shit. So I made sure there were toilets because I need a bucket full of shit. Bucket full of shit.
A bucket full of shit. And when, you know, there was other things that were really interesting there that their intention is have somebody else do the framing that was part of their group. That they never intended on hiring somebody to do it. It sounds to me, and I could be reading it wrong, but it sounds to me like they thought that they were going to come in and frame the thing out without a permit. And then they came back and said, yeah, we were totally going to frame the thing out. And it's a good thing that Michelle stopped them from doing that. Because, you know, whenever here's the thing about building a house or doing any sort of work without a permit. Okay. Here's where the crazy crap starts happening. I know it seems a little insane, but this is the kind of crazy stuff that happens. Is you have to remember that whenever you're doing any sort of framing, the reason you have inspectors is they come in at every step of the way to make sure that the framing is in the right place, that everything's set up so they can do your wall outlets where they're supposed to be, that your water lines are where they're supposed to be. All that kind of stuff needs to be taken into consideration. That's why you have to have blueprints. And the inspector comes in and makes sure that the framing is where it's supposed to be, that the wrap is done, all that kind of stuff is taken care of, you know, to make it livable. So you don't end up with like mold and rot and stuff like that. And that, you know, if you get up in the, you know, upper parts of it, that the floor doesn't fall down because, you know, it requires a certain amount of, you know, technical experience to do this. And then, of course, once they inspect that, then you can put you in your electrical, which, you know, then they have to come and inspect that. Before they even fire up the electricity, they come in, they make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Then they fire up the electrical and test all the little outlets and make sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to be. You don't have cross wires or any crap like that. Then what they'll do is give you the okay to go ahead and do your water. They'll give you the okay to do your frame, insulate, bam, done. Next project. Doesn't work like that. It would be nice. It would be nice if you think that that's how it happens, but that's not how it happens. I mean, even doing your insulation, doing your wiring, all of that, there is so much involved in it. And that's why you have inspectors to come out to make sure that there are codes for things. You make sure that it's all up to code. Because what happens is at the very end of this, they give you this thing called a certificate of occupancy. Okay. If you haven't taken all the steps prior, you're not going to get a certificate of occupancy. What exact? Well, and the inspector will make them tear certain parts of it down. They'll make them pull all the wiring out. They'll make them pull everything out of there so they can look at the wiring, make sure that they have the correct wiring. Because like in certain places, depends on where you're at, you have to have 10.2 or you have to have 10.3, maybe 10.4. We might also have to use 8. Just depends on the application. Like you don't want to have too thin of a wire going in for your, for example, your dryer, you know, because it's on a 220 as compared to your regular appliances, which is 110. So you don't want to have you don't want to have too small a wire. And what happens is it turns into a giant fuse and it heats up, lights up, fires everything, and burns your house down from the inside out. Good morning, Megan Fox. Good morning, Megan Fox. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love the next song. So there's certain things that you have to do. Yeah, if they screw it up, they'll have to do it again, and it will cost more money to do it again, right? You know, you want to protect yourself on this, but they don't care. They don't care. But the next song that I have is called "Oh My Lips," and this one goes out to just J Hip. Oh, my lips.
Jason Hipshire, go ahead, brain drip, whatever, drain drip. I don't know what. Oh, please let me get my mouth. Can you hear me? Because I get lots of emails. Oh, apparently check this out. So J-Hip apparently sent me a season to set right. Well, I didn't get it. Probably if he sent it to me, I'm guessing he sent it via email, right? But he showed on his channel today. He sent me a season assist. I don't know if it's a joke or not, but I didn't watch it because I had to report it anyway. I just looked for where he showed my shit and anyway, Jip is blocked. I don't get email from Jip, so honey, if you're sending me anything, I get nothing from you. Okay, I blocked him. When him and the Shizzy were constantly replying to the big thread that was being sent to the judges and stuff, I blocked him and Shizzy. I don't get either one of their mail. They told me how to block my emails because I was accused of blocking what's his face, David Rickford, only me. And I never did look. I don't even know how to do that with my email. You know I never do that. I just throw something that's spam, but I thought it was spam, but I never knew how to block someone, so she told me. Jason Hipshire, go ahead, brain drip, whatever, drain drip. I don't know what. Oh, please let me get my mouth. Hey, can you hear me? How, which by the way only may still not block, but when you know anybody came in, I've literally blocked quite a few people recently actually. The Nickies and the Tinas, they're blocked. Chip is blocked, Shizzy's blocked. All those people that like literally like haters and love to send me, you know, there's a Deborah that sends me something, and she's an actual hater sending me nasty stuff, so don't. Any Deborah that are in here, don't think you're blocked. It's a Deborah who actually sends like serious emails. So now I have quite a few people that are blocked. They can't, if they send me mail, I won't get it. I don't know if it bounces back to them, but I won't get it. I won't see it. So I think that's kind of funny. So sorry, you're gonna have to serve me via my papers. You know where my papers go.
Oh yeah.
Look at the legal papers. They Jason Hipshire, go ahead, brain drip, whatever, drain drip. I don't know what. Oh, please let me get my mouth. Hey, can you hear me? They calling them these days. I took it into this, but I think is being sued again. I just gotta make sure who's doing this. I don't know, but we know Germ sued our creek and then dropped the case when he made a settlement of $5,000 when his buddy the Madam Mayor actually got torn in it. Isn't that ironic? I wonder if he put that in his taxes too. Interesting. Aren't there a few warriors in Vegas? I'm going to assist you there over the course of life, and I do think there is a couple warriors in Vegas camping. It's by JJ. You know I have to say, and I'm not sure if anybody's going to like this or not. I'm definitely not defending or anything, but one person who I don't hear anything
coming from these days is Vet Nation. And I'm not sure it's because he said he's all in the supporting. J hit Jason Hipshire, go ahead, brain drip, whatever, drain drip, I don't know what. Oh, please let me get my mouth. Hey, hey, can you hear me? So, Leslie's gonna come on. So where did the info come out that Deanna left? Where did that come from? Since all I do is listen to my chat, according to them. I get my information from my chat. But that's because I don't watch the shows. I don't left as a late chorus germs, and it's a Sunday night live. I only watch the live. They try not to pay attention to the storage stuff. I don't believe any of the storage stuff. I don't believe any of the storage stuff. So, John said it. So did Jerem declare his renovation at the schoolhouse. He spent 3 pennies. Don't even know if he had a permit to do any of that either. But I do know that, there she is. Oh, please let me get my mouth. Hey, hey, can you hear me? Jason Hipshire, go ahead, brain drip, whatever, drain drip, I don't know what. Oh, please let me get my mouth. Hey, hey, can you hear me?
But it's really interesting if you listen to what she's saying. She's saying that she intentionally is flagged channels. Intentionally has flagged channels. Throughout this whole stream, she's flagged. Interesting, huh? She goes and flags J-Hip. She goes and flags Megan Fox, Tug, anybody that she wants to. If they start talking about a case, she flags them. Quite interesting, if you ask me, because I think that right there might be causing some problems for her, because you're not supposed to be doing that. Flagging channels like that. YouTube doesn't really like that. Yeah, there's a few things that YouTube can do, to prevent this kind of thing from happening. They can even go so far as to, well, I'll let them figure it out. They'll figure it out at some point in time. So you conduct your client to the extent you have knowingly facilitated, encouraged, or failed to prevent it, implicated multiple provisions of the rules regulating the Florida bar, including but not limiting to trial publicity. Well, let's see. What is Rule 4 3.6? Let's give a look, because we will look at Florida rules. Let's look at Florida rules. And it is 4.36. Okay, 4.36. Florida rules 4.36 is governing trial publicity prohibits lawyers from making extrajudicial statements to the media if they know or reasonably should know the statements will cause substantial likelihood of material prejudicing the adjudicative proceeding. A lawyer cannot make out-of-court statements to the public that have substantial likelihood of creating imminent and substantial detrimental effect on a pending court case. Attorneys are barred from counseling or assisting others, such as investigators, paralegals, clients, in making prohibited statements. Okay. If one lawyer in a firm or government agency is prohibited from making a statement, no other lawyer associated with the same firm or agency is permitted to do so. Really interesting, isn't it? Really interesting. That so what she's saying, and I'll let you guys see this also, because why not? I mean, it's we got the ability to do that, but I digress, but let's see. The rule acknowledges the necessity of transparency and public safety, specifically allowing attorneys to publicly state general claims, offenses, or defenses involved in the case, information contained in public records. The schedule and result of any step in litigation, requests for assistance in obtaining evidence or information necessary to an investigation, okay, warnings of danger concerning the behavior of a person involved in the proceedings, provided there's a reason to believe there exists a substantial likelihood of harm to an individual or the public interest. So there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. What does she say? She says, it prohibits attorney from facilitating extrajudicial statements that a reasonable person would expect to be disseminated by. That's not what it says. That's not what the rules say. So she's making up shit. This is absolute made up shit. Like completely and utterly made up shit. I joke not whenever I tell you. Yeah, that's not what it says. Here, let me share that with you because she's an idiot. And this is just off of a simple Google search. I mean, right here, let's share that right there. Governing trial publicity prohibits lawyers from making extrajudicial statements to the media if they known or reasonably should know the statements will cause a substantial likelihood of materially prejudicing. Now, the core prohibitions are they cannot make out, this is for the lawyer, cannot make out of court statements to the public that have a likelihood of creating imminent or substantial detrimental effect. Attorneys are barred from counseling or assisting others, such as investigators, paralegals, or clients. Okay, firm or agency imputation. If one lawyer in a firm or agency is prohibited from making a statement, no other lawyer associated with that same firm or agency is permitted to do so. And that's from the American Bar Association. Permitted statements says general claims, offenses, defenses involved in the case, information contained in public records, the schedule and result in any step in litigation, requests. So these are things that they can do. But that's not what she's saying. She's like completely jacked the law up, like entirely wrong on what she's saying. Oh, it's crazy, I tell you. But hey, you know, she's a former attorney. Misconduct inducing violations, 4.8. Well, let's see if she got this one right too, because it seems like, you know. It says a lawyer. This has to do with lawyers. So it doesn't matter. I mean, as soon as you see that a lawyer shall not, blah, 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 that pretty much happens right there. And she's trying to say cannot immune. Okay, let's see what that rule is. All right. I mean, you know, sometimes you just have to do these insane things. Let's see. Florida rules, and let's pull up this rule right here and paste. And search for rules 4A. Let's see, show more. Let's see. Breaking here. Okay. So, okay. Proxy violation. Yeah, this has nothing to do with this, but we'll share it anyway because that's, you know, we like to try to be as accurate as possible here. You know, go figure. How's that happen? Let's see. What it says is a broader context of this. Committing crimes that reflect negatively on their honesty, engaging in fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation, engaging in conduct that's prejudicial. Okay, let's see what it says here. Direct violations. Okay. Aiding and abetting, knowing or helping, encouraging someone else to break the rules. Using third parties, paralegals, office staff, or other individuals to do something that you're ethically prohibited from doing directly. Okay, it says misconduct for a lawyer to violate or attempt to violate the rules of professional conduct, knowingly assist or induce others to do so, or do so through the acts of another. But there's no rules being broken here, so okay, fails on that one too. I mean, but of course, you know, she's so smart that she misstates the entire law altogether, which is really interesting. through acts of another. And the client's harassment but see, there's no harassment there. You know, them people reporting on what's going on for publicly available records, there's nothing wrong. Prejudicial to the administration of justice. I'm gonna pretty much guess that she's got this one wrong too, because well, she tends to get it all wrong. This is designed to harass. But see, she keeps making up this harass, intimidate, or gain improper advantage in litigation. You know, reading public court documents is not. You know, here's the best way to know if you're screwing up and doing something that you're not supposed to do. If it feels wrong, it's probably wrong. Let's see, dishonesty, misrepresentation, criminal or fraudulent conduct, counseling, assisting the client in conduct the lawyer knows reasonably. So she's basically saying the same thing over and over again. Dishonesty, fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation. Okay. Now, of course, she says, this is not the first request. This is not the first time that you've been asked to direct your client to cease this conduct. Prior requests have gone unheeded. The conduct has not only continued, it has escalated. Your client continues to appear in and contribute to broadcast. They don't like it that people are talking about the court case. That they've made this very clear. They just don't like that people are actually talking about a court case. But there's something I got to show you guys because it's important in all of this because somebody asked about this earlier. All right, this right here, very important, was filed yesterday by the judge. Okay, this comes in from the judge. There's an order granting the motion to withdraw as counsel. So the motion for Chips to not be attorney for Lips, and the court having reviewed the motion noted the consent of the defendant and being otherwise fully advised the premises hereby, motion to withdraw is hereby granted. And so he's relieved of all further duties and responsibilities as counsel of record for Lips, effective immediately upon entry of this order. All future correspondence, pleading notices or directly to the Lips shall be sent to the following address until further notice. And then right here, as you scroll down, advised, it gives you what actually came in here. It says that she's advised she has a right to retain new counsel of her choosing, encouraged to do so promptly so as not to delay the proceedings in the matter. All deadlines, hearings, other scheduled matters in this case remain in full force. In effect, the withdrawal of counsel does not serve as grounds for continuance of any currently scheduled proceeding unless otherwise ordered by this court. It is directed to update the docket to reflect that Lips is currently proceeding pro se and to transmit copies of all future filings and notices to the address set forth above. Okay. Tanya Davis. Judge Davis came out and says that they certified it. Everything has been sent out like it's supposed to be. And then the most important one right here. So you guys can see. Notice of adopting all filings made by Lips prior to the entry of the order to withdraw. So everything that she filed says all filings for case number filed by Lips prior to the order withdraw says that those have been furnished and those are staying in. So all those filings are adopted as entered. So what you can expect coming up next in this is Randy will have to file a response to all of the shenanigans. So Randy will have to file a response because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure that he will be required to file a response to all of the insane pleadings that she's put in there. Maybe. I mean, she has her own account, so she could file, in that court. I do believe in that particular court you can file in what is it, Orlando? I have to remember here. It's Ninth Judicial in Orange County. Yeah, Ninth Judicial Circuit in and for Orange County, Florida. So yeah, you can have your own account to file in that court. I mean, each court has its own rules. That doesn't break any of the rules whatsoever that I can find. Need an IV with coffee, having a hard time waking up this morning. I know the feeling. There's been mornings I've had that kind of crap happen too. Starting the summer with a broken arm. No fun. No fun. We do not like having broken arms. But let's get back to their craziness, because I wanted to just, because somebody had asked earlier, said, "Oh, isn't all of her old stuff thrown out?" No, it's not. It's admitted as if she had put it into the court system, so it's allowed to be in there. And then Randy will have to file a response to all of that crazy stuff. Let's see. Demand, you're hereby formally demanded to immediately direct your client, Jeremy, and other plaintiffs you represent to cease all extrajudicial activity related to the above referenced litigation, included but not limited to, and he can pretty much say, fuck you. I have no control over what they do. They can talk about whatever they talk about. I can advise them, but if they're not doing anything that's breaking the law, then they can talk about it whatever they want to. Failure to respond or take immediate corrective action will result in the filing of a formal grievance with the Florida bar, which sounds to me like a threat. Preservation, you're further advised to preserve all communications, documents, records, and electronically stored information related to this matter, including communications between you and your client regarding the YouTube channel, the live streams, or any public statements concerning the pending litigation. Destruction of any such evidence may give rise to additional legal consequences. This matter is serious. Serious. The conduct described herein strikes at the integrity of the judicial process and the rights of opposing litigants to pursue their claims free from intimidation and public harassment. Again, lips. All parties of record. And then, of course, that's not Jeremy's channel. That's not Megan or Tug's. Whose channel is this? Looks like, I'm pretty sure that looks like Mr. Coop. D spills the tea. Okay. With guest, yeah, it says with guest D spills the tea. Okay. I don't see anything wrong with that. Look, it's Mr. Coop. Okay, I see Mr. Coop right there. That looks like Mr. Coop, and with guest D spills the tea. Okay, all right. I don't see anything there. Yeah, Mr. Coop. See there it is right there. That little box right there, that's Mr. Coop. Okay. Let's see. Look. Oh my gosh. It's another Mr. Coop. Okay. Okay. All right. That 6-1. Another Mr. Coop. Okay. Interesting. Mr. Coop, shame on you. You shouldn't be. How are you involving him? See, look, Mr. Coop. There it is again, Mr. Coop. Okay. Nothing. Another. Oh, I mean, it even says it right there. Look, Mr. Coop Show. Gmail.com. Got a little co-fat. Okay, Mr. Coop. That look. Here's a clear picture of him, Mr. Coop. Yet again. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. I'm pretty sure Mr. Coop isn't involved in this case. Reading court documents. Look, it's even more Mr. Coop. See? Oh, yep, see Mr. Coop right there. Okay, all right. Let's see. We got a new one. Oh, look, it's Mr. Coop yet again. With lips and unicorns. You think that's where they get the unicorn jizz from? Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, look at this. This is story time with Randy, the Rockets' final blast. And it looks like it's Georgie's Life Unfiltered. And is in this Timu, Megan, and Tug, which would be, Mr. Coop and okay. Timu, Megan, and Tug. Okay. Well, all right. Another Mr. Coop. Okay. And then we got, let's see, Mr. Oh, look, wait, what's this? Another Mr. Coop one. All right, we got another Mr. Coop. All right, another Mr. Coop. McDreamy's orders. What the hell? you know, and there's another Mr. Coop. All right. Good job, Mr. Coop. Your thumbnails have gotten much better. Why didn't she have these dated? It doesn't seem like she has those dated, but she has them dated here. You know, 6/27, 5/27, 2026. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this thumbnail. And I just want to point this out. Look at this thumbnail. All right. Is that not a glorious thumbnail? Gives you all the information that you need right there. Documents reveal years of vexatious okay. But then, you know, look at his old ones here. Now, you know, the old ones sort of, I mean, it's good. You know what's going on, but okay. But, you know, his thumbnails are impressive, Mr. Coop. I'm quite impressed with your thumbnails getting better. All right. Randy the Rocket files an outstanding motion, files a new motion, another Mr. Coop thumbnail. Okay. Another Mr. Coop thumbnail. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? That's it? That's what she's all butthurt over? Mr. Coop? Damn, Mr. Coop. AKA Jeremy Hales, AKA Travis, AKA Randy, AKA Doreen, AKA Shizzy, AKA Megan, AKA Lips, AKA Right Michael, AKA Bloody, AKA. Wait, I see a pattern. I see a pattern too. Looks like a blue bucket. All right, well, let's see. So the supplemental motion requesting Randy to be referred to the bar for unethical conduct. This is what she sent to the court. All right. But basically it's just, you know, going over the same thing that she threatened earlier. It was like, I'm going to report you. Like I said, there's not a whole lot here. On June 1st, oh, here's where we get a little interesting is YouTube live transcripts evidences an inconsistency in which they've told the audience they've paid legal fees while collecting donations for legal fees from their audience. Well, they're allowed to do that. I mean, you know, they're allowed to accept anything from their audience if they're doing something. So on June 1st, 2025, he tells an audience of 60,198 that he has paid $960,000 in legal fees on June 1st, huh? 60,000 people. An audience. You had 60,000 people watching that one? Damn, way to go, Jeremy. I need to learn from the man that has figured out how to, you know, have 60,000 people in a live stream. On June 1st, June 29th, he tells an audience of over that he's paid $360,000 in legal fees. Okay. Well, let's see. Views streamed. Defendant begs for a deal. Court updates. All right. So what is it right here? So it was on June 1st. It was after all the fees. It was well over $1 million we invested. But it's no. I don't think he's ever said that's how much he paid in legal fees. $960,000. No. $960,000 was not for that. That's for investments. That's investments that they've made. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that what he did for the property there? I'm pretty sure that's what it was for. Let's see if I can grab that particular one. Let me see, because I'm pretty sure. Let me do this real quick look. And we can find this pretty easy. We can just go to his website there, and there's a new video that I'll probably go over tomorrow morning as I'm starting to get closer. I was thinking, man, I got a whole month's worth of garbage, but let's see. Let's look at defendant begs for a deal. All right, let's do a quick search on there. All right. Yeah, 60,000 views. All right, let's see what he does. And at 25 minutes, let me pull this up. Oh, damn it. That's not what I wanted. All right, let me pull this up right here, and we'll move this over here because this is much easier to do this way. And we'll stop that. And we'll share this screen so we can actually be, somewhat accurate on this. I'm hoping that I am. So on this particular document, it says 2505. Let's see. Let's pull it up to 2505. Come on. Stop being an ass. 25. Let's see. Go to 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23. All right. So 23. We're at 23 minutes. And 23, 24, 25. So we'll move it up a little bit here. All right. And let's do this. And we got this. We got this.
For the verbiage was that she wrote in her own court filing.
Instead, the trash tripled and skyrocketed.
So in 2021, got the keys to Hale's headquarters, which is located in Ohio.
And to be clear, oh, you're going to get it right now. Go ahead with the because in 2021, mid-2021, a super fan allegedly claimed that she had purchased property across the street from the 70 acres. Come to find out, she hadn't even listed her property up for sale and didn't even put an offer down until later on in the year. When she confirmed that we lived there, because she emailed us begging me to bring a tractor over to move a down tree and had me illegally trespassing on a piece of property. As she lied to me and told me she owned it. She did not own it.
No.
The only reason we invested, and this is no joke, we invested $1 million. Now, there are people who are going to go, he's lying. It was $960,000. Listen, after all the fees, it was well over $1 million. We invested over $1 million for our own safety and security because of these freaks. We bought a piece of property that nobody could ever move in next to us.
Interesting. So she lied on the document. Yeah, she absolutely lied there, on what she's stating. She's misstating shit. See? Right here, she's saying that he tells an audience he's paid $960,000 legal fees, but on something completely different. Okay. So that would be a lie, because he's talking about his property. He's talking about his property there in Otter Creek that he purchased for $960,000 plus fees. Comes up probably over $1 million, or pretty damn close to it. So that's not what he said. So what she quotes right here is wrong. Okay. So what else has she got here? Let's see. We'll look at the next one. I'm pretty sure that it's probably going to be the same thing, and he's talking about two different things. That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like he's talking about two different things entirely. Stupid me for being able to actually pay attention. But let's go back here, and we'll do a search for this next one. Here is let's see, default judgment. Let's see, we'll go to default judgment. Okay, on June 29th. Yeah, we'll just look if I could spell default right. A-U-A. Default judgment, federal court updates. Federal court updates. If I could spell dates. Jeez. My brain started working faster. My fingers were working faster than that was 11 months ago. June 29th, 2025. Yeah, 11 months prior. Okay. That's 11 months prior. Okay. Damn it. Hit the wrong thing again. Let's pull this one up here. All right, let's see what we got. And he said it's 3107 is what she's saying. We'll go here 20, 29, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. We'll give it a little bit of time before that. We'll put it at 3007. That way we got about a minute of that right there. So all right, let's see here. And we will we'll just pull this one up here. Share that one. And let's see what this one says. Let's see what this one says. How good is it?
Well, let's not forget that Soda is Lynette and Crook. That's how they met. So,
well, according to her biological daughter, that's where we heard it from.
True, and they've yet to refute it, not once. Actually, in the deposition, they confirmed it. So, at any rate. You got a lot you want to cover here tonight, and there's no doubt. I can't wrap my mind around the fact that the two lawyers, Deucin, Making Libel Simple, they have lawyers representing them, and they're telling all these other freaks and fools, oh yeah, you're doing great, except they're not, first of all.
True.
Not a single one of them. They're looking at millions upon millions. As a matter of fact, so before tonight, I shared that we are at $348,000 legal fees. We are now $360,000, actually $362, but I'm just going to round down to $360 because I just hired the professional to do all the math on all lost income, not only this past year, but that multiplies year after 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 year, which they will be held responsible for. This.
Okay. Yeah. So back a year ago is $360,000 that they were at. Crazy. Okay. So she's correct on that one. Yeah. I mean, that's what he said. Okay. So two different responses in 2025 and then in 2026, but she's not mentioned anything about her. He's talking about all of his particular court cases that he's dealing with. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening there. All right, well, let's stop that one there, and we'll share this back up here. Maybe she gets something right. I mean, a drunk squirrel gets something right every so often. All right. He says he tells an audience of over 60,000 viewers that he's paid that in legal fees. Tells an audience of 60. So September, July, August, September, 480,000 in legal fees. Okay. Yeah. And then on September 14th, 60,000 viewers, he's paid 436 in legal fees. All right. So this is September 14th. Well, maybe his math was wrong. It happens. Okay. On 28th. Okay. So he's telling people how much he's spending on things. Let's see. A new total fees right now, $390. Okay. Or $480. Yeah. Okay. 436. We've not even stepped foot in the court and got, well, it could be a different court case. Okay. Let's see. And that could, and I know that Jeremy sometimes shows things over. Yeah. Currently it's way over 500K. Yeah, it could be. At this point in time, it wouldn't surprise me. He's well over $500,000. On December 21st, 471,000. So yeah, the numbers are going up. And some of those you might be getting back, or fuck, I don't know. Okay. So what's her point here? Okay. 431, 437. Okay. All right. He's well aware of his client's scheme to file meritless claims against. Okay, what does that have? Well, all parties are unrepresented, and they're not frivolous. See, this is sort of bothersome that she must not understand, how court systems work. Because here's the thing: if you file suit against someone, they're unrepresented. I have a lot of hole in my law, and it must be very drunk squirrel. Very drunk squirrel. So drunk squirrels chew on nuts or swallows them whole? Possibly. So it's not a scheme. if Jeremy files a lawsuit against somebody, it doesn't mean that right off the bat it's meritless. Same way if Lips files a suit, doesn't mean that it's meritless. There could be some merit to it, but that's what courts are for, is to determine whether there's anything that's deserves merit to be tried. That happens before a trial. I mean, in the just the state of Florida alone, there's hundreds of thousands of meritless cases that are filed. Like, look at Lips. She's in the past 6 years. How many has she filed? Claims against unrepresented parties. Yeah, they'd be unrepresented parties until, they retain counsel. Now, if they can't afford legal counseling, then maybe they don't do the bad things. While soliciting donations from their YouTube followers under the guise of legal fees. Well, it isn't under the guise of legal fees. I mean, what do they think, that they make money off of court filings? I would say $500,000 that you're never going to see again is not a good business plan. Now, in February 8th, 2028, so the future, on February 8th, 2028, in the future, so it hasn't happened yet, just on February 8th, 2028, just so you guys know, this hasn't happened yet. So in a couple years, in a couple years, what you're going to see is this guy file a withdrawal from a case. He hasn't done it yet, but in the future he will. Alleging that he began a campaign of repeated indirect solicitations of AEW clients. They published an article reporting allegations against him, a Lake Worth attorney, in connection with a lawsuit filed by Heritage Insurance. According to Heritage suit, as reported by the Sun Sentinel, okay, completely different. He obtained confidential trade secrets, proprietary information work product belonging to Heritage through an undisclosed employee referred to as a mole working within the company. They contended that he exploited his confidential claims information as part of a illicit scheme designed to pressure Heritage into paying inflated insurance claim settlements for his clients, as well as higher legal fees for himself and his law firm. Okay, so $2,000 away from $500,000 to keep people from breaking the law. Yeah, okay. They alleged during that mediation sentence that he revealed to Heritage's attorneys that he possessed confidential documents obtained from Mole. Okay, they displayed those documents as evidence during the proceeding. They maintained that this conduct Heritage. Okay. This is details that have nothing to do with this case whatsoever. So legal argument in support of referral. Okay. But the Florida bar already handled this. Concerning, it's not conclusive of Randall Shockett concerning conduct. Then why is she posting this? So she's putting in some sort of legal argument about a case that was already adjudicated. It's already been tried. It's already been found. It's already over. Yeah, he was talking about the cost of his house so he could get privacy. Crazy, isn't it? I want a squirrel. Lips, write me up in court. Taco, this is unfairness to that Perth. Well, this doesn't have squirrels. I have many walnut pecan trees. Yeah. Okay. This is something that's already been adjudicated. All right. This has already been adjudicated. And here's the thing. Yeah, no, all of this is absolutely bizarre. So she's trying to put something in there that doesn't have anything to do with this case. And for something that hasn't even happened yet, according to her. Okay. Public disclosure escalating legal fees constitute improper conduct under 4-1.5 implicates concerns regarding fee reasonableness, client confidentiality. Okay, well, let's look at that rule, because that I'm sure is going to be an interesting one to look at. Let's just give it a little look see. Let's see what the actual rule is on this. I think I may already have a tab open that has those particular rules. Oh, there we go. There's my tab that's showing those particular rules. Let me close some of these other ones so I don't mess things up here. We'll close that one, and we'll close that, and we'll stay open. All right, let's give this one a look. So this particular rule is 4-1.5. Okay. Let's look at this particular one right here. Let's see. I'm going to pull this up in 4.15. Okay. Let's do this, because this is much easier sometimes. All right, let's share this particular screen right here. And boom, here we go. Show more. Let's see. It says Florida Rule Professional Conduct 4-1.5 governs legal fees, okay, and costs, strictly prohibiting lawyers from charging clearly excessive fees. It mandates that fee agreements, particularly contingency fees, be in writing, and provides strict guidelines on cost, referral, fee sharing, and mandatory arbitration clauses. Okay. To determine if a fee is excessive, they consider factors as time, labor required, novelty in the case, contingent fees. Okay. Prohibiting contingencies, no. Mandatory arbitration clause. Okay. Okay. Fee splitting. Okay. 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 I don't see anything there. Okay. So let's. Okay, I'm confused now, because what she's trying to say, it doesn't seem like she's making her point very clear. Governs attorneys' fees and prohibits larger from collecting any illegal, prohibit, or clearly excessive fee. Well, okay. The plaintiffs, there's nothing there in the particular rule that says that he can't talk about how much attorney's fees he's paid throughout all of his court cases. Very confusing. I mean, if you think it's just one case that he's dealing with here, Jeremy's dealing with multiple cases. He's got Ohio, he's got Florida. Let's see, Ohio, thumbnail case, Florida. He has another case in Florida dealing with, what is it? What is the other one? Bubbles. Then he's also got Fed 1, Fed 2. So, like 5 cases. Raises a fundamental question this court can't ignore: whether his fees bear any reasonable relationship to the legitimate legal services rendered. But he's just talked about his attorney's fees. Those could be also for attorneys dealing with properties elsewhere. Who knows? He's just saying attorney's fees. He's not specifically stating in any particular case, but all of them. Okay. So there's nothing there in that one. The unethical disregard, prior conduct. Okay. Need for immediate referral. Okay. So you're judge and jury. Gotcha. I wonder how the Florida bar feels about their behavior. Let's see, a licensed attorney in the state of Florida going on a live stream. Jeremy's attorney is, as far as I know, has never been on a live stream talking about any of these court cases. But it seems like Lips's husband, Chips, got on there and started accusing that umbrella guy of some pretty heinous stuff. Interesting. Wonder how that's going to work out for him. Okay, ethics, blah, blah, blah. Court has authority due to refer this matter. Yeah, but it would be after the court case is done. They really do not want to have Randy there. Okay. So then she goes through all of that, and that's really it. The rest of it just looks like it's a bunch of exhibits of things. Oh, well, let's see. Formal notice of extrajudicial conduct. Okay. So let's see. That came from Lips. Well, look, she has her own little email address there. Interesting. Formal notice of extrajudicial misconduct, demand to cease. Okay. Shock it. This letter, it constitutes a formal written notice that your client, Jeremy Hale, Mr. Hale, has continued engaging in a pattern of harassing, intimidating, and misleading the conduct directed at opposing litigants. Their public social media live streams and video content broadcast to an audience of over 1,000 viewers. This conduct ongoing, escalating, and critically appears to be occurring with your knowledge and implicit endorsement. Please see attached recent exhibits. When did she send this? June 1st. June 1st. Crazy. 2026. You're placed on notice. It will be filed. Conducted issue. And then she quotes things completely wrong. Basically everything that she quoted earlier. It's the same thing and so wrong. A demand. Oh, she's demanding now. So demanding. Direct your client, Jeremy Hales, and other plaintiffs you represent to cease all extrajudicial activity related to above referenced litigation, including but not limited to appearing, contributing to, or facilitating any live streams, YouTube videos, social media posts. Direct your client to stop doing what I want you to do. And you better confirm it in writing within 5 business days as receipt this letter that your client has been instructed will comply. Here's the thing. You don't have any standing to make any sort of demands. Really weird, huh? YouTube channels, live streams, you have to stop. You have to stop. You have to stop your clients from doing what I tell them to do. Well, then she goes on and says that she sends a second formal written one. Conducted issue. Megan and Tug are tagged. And then quotes the same, gobbledygook, which is basically what it is. Megan and Matthew and other plaintiffs you represent to cease all activity. Like, don't talk about it. Don't talk about the case. Don't talk about anything on the case. Hey, Lips. How's that? I could talk about this case all day and all night. I could talk about this case for weeks on end. I could talk about this case in the future. And guess what? I can talk about all the other cases that you've been involved in too. It'd be amazing to see how you're able to stop that. There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing. Not represented by an attorney. I'm not a plaintiff in any case. Not breaking the law. Hell, I'm not even breaking YouTube's terms of service, as YouTube has already found and said that, no, you're doing just fine. No privacy complaints there. Be interesting to see how this all works out for you. Keep doing what I'm doing. I plan on doing it, Angie. That's the thing. I do plan on continuing to do what I do because I've done nothing wrong. You are further advised, pending litigation, destruction of any evidence may give rise to additional legal consequences. Matter is serious. The conduct describes herein strikes the integrity of the judicial process. Govern yourself accordingly. All parties to record. Megan. She's a columnist at PJ Media, published author of 2 books, Shut Up the Bizarre War That Won Public. Stupid violence and shocking arrest in the villages. Okay. So this has nothing to do with, okay, the thumbnail is Has nothing to do with any of that. I mean, does she think this is her? I'm curious. Does she think this little image right here is of her? Because if you look, it looks like there's someone with a badge on right there. You know, you look closely. What? Does she think that's her? Are you so vain that I bet you thought this thumbnail was about you? About you, about you. Tug, okay. Yeah, so Tug has been talking about Preston, talking about another court case. They're begging at the court. Yeah, okay. Anti-Hales. You know, Lips and Chips, you know, the disgraced, you know, permanently retired attorney and, you know, the disgraceful husband of hers. Yeah. So I guess they don't like the images. Is that what they're saying? They don't like the images. Okay. So she e-filed something and now a third one, because, you know, 2 wasn't enough. Let me send a third one out. They're out here talking to people. How dare they talk to people on YouTube? Have been publicly tagged and identified in recent live stream broadcasts, harassing, intimidating, factual, misleading statements regarding the above referenced litigation been made to a public audience. This conduct occurred in the context of YouTube channels. Cry, more. Cry me a river. More of the same crying. Tell them to stop. Tell them to stop talking about this case. It's serious. So serial. Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm back. Preston really loses it. So much crazy with the anti-Hales. Yeah. All right. Okay. Tug and Megan, they're talking. Megan Fox with her breadstick angel. I love it. I love the breadstick angel. That's pretty nice. And it says 42 minutes, 53 seconds. Hey, Lips, do you have any evidence that Randy has been online commenting about anything? Where's your evidence? That's like saying, well, you got a picture of Bruce. They got pictures with Lips. I mean, was she on the show too, right? Right. But yeah, no, we'll go. Sure. Are you going to be there, Lips? I know what that was in reference to. That was into reference of her being online talking about the case. And they said, yeah, you're saying that you're not going to, you're going to have us deposed, right? That's what they were talking about. Saying that you're saying that you want to have us deposed and you're going to drag us into court. And then he says, are you going to be there, Lips? Because I want you to be at every one of them too. You know, same things over and over again. But some days I'm astounded, like the stuff with Lips said last night, 2 hours and 2 minutes, 18. Why are they cutting off all this stuff? Dealing with vulnerable and desperate people because they pay these freaks, fuckheads, whatever, to write freaking stuff. You know, to be fair, Lips herself was an attorney. Was Lips trying to get out of this case by saying it? Well, I know, I mean, this stuff is crazy business, though. 2012, I keep thinking, what in the world? Okay, I don't know what that means. I mean, it makes no sense that why doesn't she show the whole thing? She's showing little bitty things that take out of context what was being said. Speaking of snakes, let's talk about Lips. But what's the context of these? Like, all of these are taken out of context. I guess we'll have to go and listen to the rest of the stuff. And I guess she just throws this in there. It says, alternatively, checks for the Hales legal fees can be written and mailed directly to their attorney. Please make check payable. That's for Jeremy Hales in the memo line or letter. Yeah, but where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of what was on the GoFundMe that wasn't created by Jeremy? That was created by a supporter of Jeremy. Where's that information? I don't see anything there. It's just random shit thrown at the wall. Okay. Exhibit B. Maybe we'll get to something that's worthwhile. Let's see. Lips. Says formal notice of fraud, misrepresentation of legal fees to the public involving instant suit against Lips. Okay. So she's she's writing Randy and bitching. Writing Randy. What I find interesting, this is on 6-1 and 6-2. She's still being represented by her attorney husband because the judge hasn't allowed it to be done. So she's writing these things. Yet Randy, if he responds to her, he would be violating the rules of not communicating with her husband. So I would assume that he can disregard all of this. I mean, maybe he can disregard all of what she's writing. I don't know. That'd be interesting to find out. Maybe we will find out tomorrow. But today, I'm going to send all you fine people off into the ether. Go see Mo in the deep end. Show her some love. Those of you that are on Rumble, go off and do some Rumble things. And those of you that are over there on the YouTubes, I'll be sending you to Mo. All of you fine folks that are on X that have been watching this, guess what? You can go find somewhere else to be also. And Kick, Twitch, all those wonderful places. You guys, I hope you had a wonderful morning, and we'll be back here tonight to go over some really interesting documents. If you're wondering what those interesting documents are, well, let me tell you. Let me just give you a little brief look. I told you that I fixed the documents. And I'm not joking whenever I say I fixed those damn documents where I made it more readable. You want to see how well I did? Well, check this out. This is how it's going to read. Do you see that right there? Do you see how I have it? Nothing happens. So see, I've got it all right there. That's how I extracted all of those pieces out of there. It's going to be so much easier to read. And I'm hoping that I will have guests with me tonight. And we're able to go over these transcripts because it's going to be a wonderful one. I guarantee it. It is going to be absolutely one of the best reads that you've ever heard. And we've got pages of this. And we're going to make it easy for you guys to follow right along with it. And with that, everybody, go see Mo. Peace.
I thought I was the only mentally challenged one here.
Ooh, baby. Morning's here again. So let's do this, sugar. And no cream. Wake up slow, take that first sip. Shizzy's got 'em slipping, losing their grip. His moves so smooth to start your day. What you gonna do? Oh, you know the way. You know Papa don't flinch, don't blink. Ooh, baby, he's sharper than you think. Morning Whiz, take it in. Shizzy's got a whole new spin. Fools keep falling, truth's on fire. Papa Nut just lit the pyre. Oh no, they tried to come for him. Look at those fools looking so dim. They poke, they scratch, they beg, they plead. But I'm right here, waiting for my daddy to lead. Pour it black, shake off the night. Shizzy's teasing, get me going just right. Morning Whiz, start the show. Sip it slow, let it flow. Fools are crying, game's been set. Ooh, baby, they ain't seen nothing yet. some morning sugar. Coffee's hot and burning. And Shizzy Daddy, oh, he's just getting started. Come on, Daddy, get me some of that something.
Oh my god, Shizzy breaks